Have you been single for a very long time? 5 years? Or 10 years? Or since birth?
In this video, we will share 5 tips in coping long-term singleness in Christians. So stay tuned. Hi guys! Welcome to the Christian Expats. I'm Stella.
And I'm Casey. In this channel, we share relevant topics for Christian faith like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and make sure to hit that notification bell to keep you posted when we have our new videos.
So, we have been single for a long time.
Hindi naman halata, diba?
For you, Ate Casey, how many years have you been single? Don't answer. No need to answer that.
Okay.
No need to answer.
You know guys, though some people don't mean it, they give unhelpful comments that make us feel pressured or uncomfortable. We made a video about this too, so if you want to check it out, we'll link it in the description box below or in the YouTube card.
God has been faithful and taught us a lot during these years. Though we don't claim to be experts on this topic, we are hoping that as we share what we learn, it will give you some hope and comfort.
So we go to the first tip: focus on what God says about you and preach God's truth to yourself. Singleness has this stigma. Our culture has elevated romantic love so much that if a person has been single for a very long time, they equate it to being unhappy or incomplete. People define you as boring, or maybe there's something wrong about you. You're not an ideal person, and you are a lonely person.
Though we cannot control what others say about us, what we can do is not let those negative things define us and give us this low self-esteem.
Yes. The Bible has plenty of passages on how precious we are in Christ. Focus in Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. We encourage you to read the book of Ephesians and Psalm 139 as a start, and fight these negative thoughts with God's truth by preaching it to yourself.
Tip number 2, do not compare yourself to others. Most of the time, I don't like to attend reunions, most especially family reunions. Why is that? Because people always compare us to those who are in the same age as us or younger that are already married or has a family.
And sometimes we are guilty of this too. We see on social media the youngsters who were once our VBS students and Sunday school students being happy with their boyfriends or husbands, and some even have their own kids. Imagine that. It feels really old to see them sometimes.
But we believe that God has a timeline for us. He has a plan for each one of our lives, which may take us on a different path to someone else. Or maybe not, but that should be okay. Whatever His plan is, let us trust that it is the best for us and be content for whatever we have right now.
Tip number 3, instead of asking, is He your real Lord? Let's ask, who you want me to be?
In the book of Jen Wilkins, In His Image, she writes that we often ask God, what is your will, Lord? Making God something like a guru in a radio station who is giving advice on how you should make decisions. Sure, there's nothing wrong in asking God's will, but that is not the first question to ask. The better question should be, who do you want me to be?
What would profit you if you got the perfect guy but you are the wrong person? Let us focus on growing ourselves in Christ's likeness.
If you want to check out this book, we will link it in the description below. Tip number 4, get involved in new opportunities. Waiting doesn't mean laziness or passiveness. It's not the same as sitting in a shade waiting for your boss to come.
Instead, we should engage in many different activities in the meantime, not specifically for meeting someone. When we simply do other worthwhile things, we shift our focus off of our singleness, be involved in ministries, or learn new skills.
Find ways to serve God and other people while you are still single.
The fifth and last tip is do give chance to others. One of the problems of being single for a long time is we get so used to it that when someone new comes, we instantly push them away.
What we mean is give everyone a chance, even if it won't necessarily lead to anything. By doing so, we can discover more about ourselves as well as gain exposure to a greater number of people. The more people you interact with, the more chances of winning.
What?
What we really mean is the more likely you will meet potential people today. And it will improve your social skills too.
Instead of being close, we should simply take it as an opportunity to hear another person's story. Everyone has something worth hearing or saying, even if it won't necessarily lead to something romantic.
So that's it. We hope that, like us, these tips will help you cope with singleness.
So, question of the day. Have you experienced long-term singleness? If so, how have you coped with it? Let us know in the comment section below, and we love to learn from you too.
If you got value out of this video, make sure to like and share it to anyone you think needs it. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Bye-bye!
Okay.